Welcome everybody to another episode of Rock Movie Reviews. As you have already seen, Jake is joining me again.
Hello.
And today, we are going to be reviewing one of the biggest movies of 2015, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
The dark side. A Jedi. They're real.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in.
I actually saw this opening day, and
Yes, you did.
believe
That's
me,
right.
it was the best opening day I've ever been.
Yeah, you anticipated this movie even more so than me. You had a countdown, like how many days.
Oh yeah, I had the app,
Yeah, he did.
and I could download it again.
Yeah, for episode 8 maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, you probably will.
if they ever make one.
Yeah, no, I saw this a couple days after its opening day. You saw it opening day, and then you saw it a couple more days later with me.
Yeah.
Fun
Fun fact, it actually made over 120 million opening day.
I didn't know it was that big.
Oh, it was.
Wow, that's a lot. That's crazy. That's
And
really
a
crazy.
250 opening weekend.
That's good, though, because it deserved it. It was, as I'm going to say right now, I love this movie.
Oh yeah,
I love it. Not just because I'm a huge fan of J.J. Abrams directing, and Star Wars in general. You know, I'm not a fan of the prequel trilogy, like, at all. But the original trilogy is incredible, and, you know, all the hype around Episode 7, similar to Jurassic World. How many years has it been? It had been even longer since a new Star Wars had come out, right?
No.
Oh, no,
10.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Revenge of the Sith came out in 2005.
That's true. But, sorry, it had been a full decade before until we had a new Star Wars movie.
Yeah, true.
So there was a lot riding on this, as a lot of people probably already know.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I really do. It's really, really good. Abrams did a fantastic job. This pretty much pleased Star Wars fans and moviegoers across the board.
Yeah.
There were some people that compared it to A New Hope because it had similar plot elements and story arcs. But you know what?
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
No.
No. I almost liked Force Awakens better than A New Hope. I think they're on par with each other. So, but like I said, so the plot and story of Force Awakens is very similar to A New Hope. It's, you know, a person is, there's this evil rebellion of sorts, right?
The First Order.
The First Order, in this case, it was the, what were they called in the original trilogy?
The Empire.
Thank you, right. Yeah, Empire in the original trilogy, First Order in this one. So that's not too different. We've got the overall big villain. We had Darth Vader in the original trilogy.
And now we have Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, which was a standout in this movie. Absolutely. He was really, really menacing.
Which, you want to know what disappointed me?
What?
Captain Phasma was hyped up to be this great villain.
Yeah.
And she got, like, little screen time to do anything.
She didn't get that much screen time, you're right. No. Yeah, I was a little disappointed about that, but she's coming back in Episode 8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they killed her, like jumped her down the trash disposal. That was funny, though.
Or she might have escaped.
Yeah, but just him saying that, like, do we have a trash compactor, maybe? He's like, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
That was great. But yeah, plot-wise, it's like A New Hope, and it's very similar in the way, it's a little different in the way it's executed. The visuals are incredible.
Oh, yeah.
But we should talk about that in special effects. So, is there anything else to say about the plot, the story? I mean...
The plot, yeah, I did think it was very similar to A New Hope, but I also thought it was very different.
Yeah, it actually, it had...
Like, different stuff happened. Like, it kind of almost felt like a combination of the original trilogy.
Yeah, it kind of did, actually. It felt like it was taking different elements from all three movies and putting it into one.
Like, obviously, this giant space station blowing up, which now it's called Starkiller Base, blows up.
That's just a larger... No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just a larger version of the Death Star.
But then again, Kylo Ren did say in the trailers that he did want to achieve what Darth Vader didn't.
Yeah, that's true. I liked that, yeah. And the little Darth Vader mask at the...
Oh, yeah.
That was cool, you know. And finding out that Kylo Ren was, well, you know, I mean...
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything in this review, but there's a connection between Darth Vader and Kylo Ren, and it's really cool. Yeah. For people who haven't seen the movie, which, in that case, then you should go see this movie, because what are you doing with your life right now? But yeah, most people saw this movie. That's about it with the plot and story. I'm going to jump right into the characters. Yeah. We have a lot of new ones, as well as returning ones. Yeah. So, the biggest one for me is Daisy Ridley as Rey.
Rey, yep.
Wow, what a great lead female heroine. Yeah. She was so good. She was independent, maybe even more so than Luke at one point. Yeah. She doesn't have any, you know, father or mother figures in her life at all.
Actually, she might.
Okay, I'm sorry, she might, but we don't see any. Yeah. So, she's already on her own more so than Luke was in the original. Yeah. I thought that was ballsy, and she can fend for herself. Yeah. She's not one of those stereotypical damsels in distress. Mm. She's this fierce
She's the independent one.
Oh, yeah, she can kick some serious butt. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she was incredible. She had me laughing, she had me oohing and awing throughout the movie, and... Yeah, she was absolutely a standout of the movie. We also have John Boyega as Finn. I liked him a lot, too.
I liked him, too. For somebody, he was kind of a ditz.
A what?
A ditz, you know. Someone who can be kind of stupid.
Yeah, he did make a couple of stupid decisions, but for the kind of character he was playing, and to go from being a stormtrooper to a part of the Rebels, and that was cool. Yeah. We've never seen that in a Star Wars movie, so that was really cool how Abrams did that.
You know, you want to know something?
What?
Like, when I saw the trailers, I thought, oh, Finn's going to be the Jedi. And then, well, actually, yeah, and then ended up Rey was the Jedi.
Yeah, I mean, both of them kind of were, because they both got a hand at a lightsaber in the movie, so that was... I still think Finn can maybe become one. I mean, maybe. They're both good guys. We know Rey, for a fact, has the Force. Yeah. Maybe Episode 8 will be focused more on her. I don't know. But you know, Finn's gonna come back at some point. I like his character though. Their dynamic, it's so nice. Like whenever you know when he rescues her and they just embrace because that was and it wasn't forced either. No. So that was cool. Yeah, Finn and Rey, both great characters.
Poe Dameron.
Yes, Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaac. This might be my favorite role by Oscar Isaac.
Really?
He didn't get as much screen time as I wanted him to, but he got enough to satisfy most of the fans and everything. He was just such a cool character, and he had some really funny dialogue as well. So he kind of reminded me of the younger version of Luke Skywalker, like in A New Hope, when he's flying the X-wing around. He's like, woohoo!
He almost kind of reminded me of Anakin a little bit as a little kid, you know?
Yeah, but better and not like. Cringeworthy.
Because Anakin was said to be the best star pilot in the galaxy. Yeah. And Poe Dameron is the best star pilot in the galaxy now.
That's true. So it is kind of connected in that way. Yeah. You make a good point, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but he did it much better. And it was more of a thrill to watch on screen when he was in there. He's having the time of his life. Yeah. I love that he had a can-do attitude and he was just so positive in the movie. Yeah. I think that was sorely lacking from Episode 1. Yeah. Because Anakin wasn't compelling at all. Nah. No. I think we've covered all the newcomers. Oh, well, General Hux.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait, we haven't covered all the new ones.
Well, he is, I know, I was saying he's a new... Domhnall Gleeson, who plays General Hux. He's just typical... Overlord who is like first in command. Kylo Ren's first in command.
Kind of reminds me of Hitler a little bit.
Yeah, maybe just a ginger.
Except he doesn't do this all the time.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That'd be weird. That'd be like a reference to like, oh, Ginger Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
kind of like a Ginger Hitler. And he was fine.
Yeah.
You know, I think Domhnall Gleeson is a good. I think he's a good actor.
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen him in a lot now. So he's
He's
the
also
Harry
in The
Potter.
Revenant.
He's in The Revenant. He was in the Harry Potter franchise. He was in Brooklyn with Saoirse Ronan. Incredible film. You gotta see it.
Yeah.
Great actor.
But
We talked about Kylo Ren, but we didn't talk about who plays him. Adam Driver.
Yeah.
He's usually in comedy movies, but
Yeah.
I gotta say, this role for him was, he
Mm.
like knocked it out of the park.
yeah,
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, wow. I wasn't expecting such a dramatic, serious role from this fairly comedic, kind of goofy looking actor.
but you want to
No
know
offense.
something comedic about Kylo Ren? His tantrums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
When he figures out Rey's gone and then just destroys the room.
who takes out his lightsaber and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. That like, well, I don't know what you want to call it. The three-way lightsaber or whatever, that ended up being
Triple-bladed.
Triple bladed. That ended up not having so much of a purpose as just being cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised he never cut his hands off or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like, oops. So that's, yeah, but he was great villain.
Yeah.
Maybe even on par with Darth Vader, if
Yeah.
not more, because he wasn't just, he was this actual person underneath. So that was cool.
But I think we should talk about the biggest mystery of them all.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Supreme Leader Snoke.
Yep, Andy Serkis, once again, motion capture genius, assumes the role of sorry, what'd you say?
Supreme Leader Snoke.
Thank you, Supreme Leader Snoke. Wow, there's so much mystery
So
surrounding
much.
his character. And we still don't know who he is, not
No.
really.
I mean, we know that he is old.
Yeah.
Like, almost old enough to have been through the prequels and the originals.
Yep,
But have been hiding.
that's true.
And he looks like he's been in lightsaber contact.
Yeah, he looks a bit rough around the edges, wouldn't
Yeah.
you say?
Yeah.
So, he's going to be a very compelling
Oh, yeah.
side, maybe even main villain at some point.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what happens with his character,
Yeah.
because he added a lot to the movie,
I mean,
whenever he was on screen.
Yeah. And there have been very many theories as to who he might be.
Mm.
Some say he's Darth Plagueis.
Yeah.
Some say he's like a Jedi that survived the Jedi Purge in
Uh-huh.
Episode 3.
That's true. Yeah.
And that he's Darth Vader. Which I highly doubt.
I highly doubt, too. I don't know if any of those theories are right. I just am wondering who he is, and when we find out, I think
Yeah.
it's going to blow some minds, probably.
Yeah.
Because maybe all the theories will end up being wrong.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
But I still believe he's Darth Plagueis.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, I don't know who that character is, so I'm just going to keep my mind
Darth
open.
Plagueis?
Yeah.
In Episode 3, Palpatine said he was like a Dark Lord that he can like bring the dead back to life.
Oh. It's been a while since I saw Episode 3, so yeah, I'll have to see it again.
Yeah.
Getting into returning characters from the original trilogy that was so awesome, we've got Anthony Daniels as C-3PO, Kenny Baker as R2-D2, the Huge, short for usual.
Peter Mayhew as Chewbacca.
Yep. So we got all three of those out of the way. Glad it's great to see them back.
Yeah.
I don't know if they get a lot of screen time. I think Chewbacca gets the most screen time.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have said like Harrison Ford did. But then
Well,
again,
I was out of the I was talking out of those three: C-3PO, R2-D2, and Chewbacca.
Yeah.
So, and that brings us to Harrison Ford returning as Han Solo.
Yeah.
It was an absolutely euphoric moment when he came on screen and everybody clapped.
Oh yeah.
That was there's not many times in theaters that I've been in where people actually clap.
Oh yeah.
You know? So to have an applause for his character, that was really, really cool. And just seeing him and Chewbacca back on screen was awesome. No other words to describe it, just awesome. I mean, my geek and nerdiness, like, completely went through the roof when that happened. So, we've got Carrie Fisher coming
General
back as Leia.
Organa.
Yes, General. She's no longer...
No longer a princess.
Right, exactly. And
She's
she...
the general of the Resistance.
Yeah. I found it a little disappointing that she didn't get as much of an applause, but I still think she did a really good job with her character, and I think she was worthy of applause.
Yeah,
as
that
well.
surprises me. When Chewie and Han walk in, everyone's like, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
When Leia comes in, they're like, yay.
Yeah, and then you've got Mark Hamill returning as Luke Skywalker at the very end.
And he
of the
gets
film.
0 applause.
Yeah, I know what's
I
that
don't
about.
understand it.
But it's a great way to end the film. It is. It's
I mean, I get it. He didn't age as well as everybody else, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was still incredible seeing
Yeah.
him on screen, even for the limited screen time he had.
oh yeah.
And seeing all three of them back is, I don't know if the movie would have worked as well if they hadn't brought all the originals back. Most of the originals, rather.
Probably wouldn't have.
Yeah, so the fact that he reteamed the original cast members and new ones,
Yeah.
new ones that were really good.
Yeah.
I mean, hats off to J.J. Abrams. Good job. And BB-8.
Oh yeah, BB-8.
He's
I
like
totally
the new,
forgot.
He's like the new R2-D2. He's so awesome, and he never says anything in the movie, but he's like the R2-D2 of Force Awakens. And every time he was on screen, I was like,
which
it's cool.
You know how I told you how I watched the Secrets of the Force Awakens? Do you want to know how he moved?
How?
He was a puppet.
Really?
Yeah. A guy had like a green screen suit on with 2 green screen sticks.
Yeah.
One moved the head on top of the ball, and one moved the ball.
I never would have guessed that. I've never even thought about how they made him into this thing, you know, because they also had him on like some of the Academy Award shows that after the movie premiered. So, wow, a puppet.
It didn't get nominated enough.
No, that's true. It didn't. But I mean, I don't think the Star Wars movies have ever, except for music and like the set design and all that,
And visual effects.
and big one, visual effects. So, which brings us into, I think, special effects and the action in this movie. Your thoughts?
My thoughts? Oh, the action and visuals were outstanding. I gotta say.
I'm inclined to agree with you. I have no flaws with the action and special effects in this movie at all.
And seeing the new space station for the first time, I mean, that thing looked menacing.
Yes, it did. Yeah, and then you saw the different size of the Death Star and then the Starkiller base. You're like, it's bigger. So,
and I also like the visuals of Snoke.
Yep, the visuals of Snoke, too. He is creepy. He's creepy. He's menacing.
He's old.
He's old. He got all the stereotypical bad guy, evil traits down, so... But he still worked. Yeah. He absolutely worked.
Which, I actually read an article on Snoke. He won't be as tall as the hologram.
Yeah, I figured. But him as a hologram was pretty intimidating.
And he'll only be like, maybe Chewbacca's height.
Yeah. That makes more sense. Yeah. But he could still be intimidating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he will be. Andy Serkis is intimidating in every character he plays. You know, Golem... that's the only one I could think of right now.
I think he plays that monkey in Planet of the Apes.
That's true, yeah. So 2 big roles right there.
No, wait, those are gorillas.
Oh, you were right, apes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Anyways, we're getting on a tangent. Yeah, but the action was incredible. Seeing the Millennium Falcon again, and all of the... and seeing new planets as well as old planets. Yeah. What was...
Wait, we didn't see any old planets.
We didn't?
We saw new ones.
All new ones. I'm sorry, you're right. What was the one that they spent a lot of time on? I loved that one. Starts with a J.
Jakku.
Jakku was a great addition to the, Naboo, Hoth,
Coruscant,
Mustafar. Just great, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
And I bet we will see more in Episode 8.
Yeah.
So that'll be awesome. But the introduction...
And Endor. I forgot that.
And Endor, that's right, yeah. And I think there's one more after, I don't know. I lost track of how many planets. Yeah, that one. Yep. Yeah. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, action, great. Special effects were visceral in this movie. They were thrilling. Every time something was happening, like an action sequence, I was bolt upright in my chair, and I was just, like, enjoying the crap out of it.
Yeah.
So, that was great.
Yeah.
No complaints there.
Nope.
No. Last category would be music, and...
What about acting?
We talked about the acting, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
We talked about the characters, and we talked about how they
Characters, not acting.
Well, that's kind of the same area. I mean...
Alright.
They all did a great job.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to talk. I think it'd be, a little too long if we got into everybody. They're all great. No, I have no complaints about any of the characters, returning or new. So, and the music, John Williams' Star Wars score, similar to what we said about Jurassic World, Hearing
There's
that,
a lot of new ones in this new movie.
that's true. But also seeing the rolling credits of Star Wars again, we hadn't seen that in a decade.
In theaters.
In theaters. I believe we got there was a loud applause when those came up too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Woo!"
Yeah.
And that was just an incredible thing to be a part of because it was a packed theater. We got like some of the best seats, and wow, that's some of the most nostalgic and awesome 2 hours of my life. Seriously, so. I don't know if I ever went back to see it in theaters, but have it on DVD now. So
I saw it like
it.
5 times.
Yeah, that's right. You saw it like 5 times. You're like obsessed.
However, I need to see it like 10 or 15 more to just keep up with everything else.
It's a movie that has extremely high replayability, wouldn't you say? Yeah. So I guess we'll jump right into scoring. That's music for you. I mean, the music is great. John Williams comes back, and hopefully he comes back for episode 8 because he is a legendary composer. He's incredible. And I can't imagine anybody else doing the theme song.
Me either.
So, I'm going to go pretty high on this one. I'll give Star Wars The Force Awakens a 9 out of 10.
9?
A 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'm not going 10 is because, like, a 10 out of 10 has to be, like, an absolutely perfect movie or something, And I feel like it's really close, but 9 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 10.
You giving it a 10 out of 10?
Only because I can't give it an 11.
Oh, okay, yeah. If we did like a rating from like 1 to 20, then you'd probably go.
Oh yeah.
You'd probably go 13 or 14. Yeah. Okay, so 10 out of 10 for you.
Yep.
Fantastic movie in your opinion. 9 out of 10 for me. Still, I love it. I love the crap out of this movie. Talking about it just makes me want to watch it again.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's our review for Star Wars The Force Awakens. If you who are watching this right now have not seen it, stop what you're doing and go buy it or go rent it or something and watch it, because if you like film, I guarantee you're going to find something to like in The Force Awakens.
Definitely.
So, I can't wait for Rogue One this year.
Me too.
It's going to be awesome.
And Episode 8, and the Han Solo film, and Episode 9, and the Boba Fett film.
Wow, that's gonna be a lot. Yeah. So tune in, stay tuned. Sorry. For the next episode of Rock Movie Reviews. I don't know what we will be reviewing, and maybe it'll be somebody else besides Jake in the guest review chair. Who knows? That's a review of Star Wars The Force Awakens. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.